Spurs are out of the Champions League. They drew 0-0 tonight with AC Milan. They go out 1-0 on aggregate. Bayern Munich beat Paris Saint-Germain 2-0 as well. So, unbelievable night in the Champions League. Big results. PSG out. Big night.
Another night where they disappoint. Again, I've been saying it for years. They're a side that plays in a very weak league, and rarely they come up against sides as strong every season, every week rather. So every point you earn in the Premier League, I have to say, they're really Bayern Munich. They normally win their league, don't they?
Yeah.
I mean,
they've won it for
they
the
have
last 10
tougher
years.
games, don't they? I mean, they've got Dortmund in their league,
Well, it's
right?
a more competitive league than...
Yeah, I think that might be
Paris
part of the
Saint-Germain's
problem as well. Messi was disappointed tonight.
He's not a one-man band, though, is he?
No, he's not. But when Mbappe, mate, he must be looking.
They
at
miss
Real Madrid.
Neymar. Miss Neymar. I don't know you don't like Neymar, but they missed him tonight.
Well, what about last season? He played in the first league, didn't he?
Missed him, mate. They missed him tonight. He was out injured. Big loss for him.
I don't know, mate. I don't know.
I think no. Look, what you say about Paris Saint-Germain and the fact that they don't play big enough teams and they're not
competitive enough.
When they play the huge sides, when it gets to knockout stages, they struggle.
Yeah.
That is absolutely correct. I have to agree with you. If there's any PSG fans out there who support the team and want to have their say, you can get involved. But Spurs fans, it's your night. You can have your say on Antonio Conte and that performance. Let's go to Dan, who is a Spurs fan. Right, Dan?
Dan?
Hi guys, you right?
Yeah, good, Dan. First time caller, mate. Thanks for phoning in. You've been at the game.
Yes, mate.
Talk me
Long
through.
drive back up to Loughborough after witnessing all that.
Oh.
Like,
How
painful.
long's that going to take you, Dan?
How long we got? Another hour and a half yet, and we left.
Outrageous. That wasn't us, mate. That wasn't us. Look, Dan. Conte's out, right? Conte's got to go now.
Oh, definitely. We've played the same way all season, and what's frustrating is that aside from Liverpool, you would say on paper we have got the best front three in the Premier League. However, watching them play tonight, all of them want the ball to feet when they're back to goal. There was no movement off the ball. Son was a statue all night.
Son looks like he's forgotten how to play football.
There's been a massive drop-off, hasn't there?
Well, it's actually alarming how bad he's got. He can't control the ball.
No, the drop-off is alarming.
I'm watching Conte as well. I mean, the nail in the coffin for me as well is that actually being there, watching him tonight, when we've got the ball, we're looking to pass the ball forward. He's directing traffic backwards. He's pointing backwards. He's pointing left, right. He's not pointing forwards. No one's looking to break that back line. It's so painful watching. And the crowd were getting frustrated for about the 30th minute onwards when
we said
been known for, and it's literally just going straight back to Forster, or it's going straight back to the fullbacks. None of the wingers are looking to get out wide. They're all looking to play off each other with a back to goal. And
I mean, how easy are we to play against, Dan? Like, seriously, how easy is it to play against Spurs? How many teams have you watched this season rock up and go, oh, they must be loving this playing against us? Passing the ball around the front.
I don't believe they're tepid.
Like the home side at the Tottenham Stadium is ridiculous.
Yeah. And that's why forget trophies, forget winning things, forget everything about Conte and Poch and all that. The reason I want Poch back is because I'm sick of watching this football. And at least with Pochettino, regardless whether we win or not, will be hard to beat and will be enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, I agree massively. I think you looked at all the news reports at the start of the season about the pre-season we had, where the guys were throwing up on the sideline because it was too hard for them. You're thinking, right, pressing football is going to come back. We're going to push hard at the pitch. We're going to have more legs. We're literally going to suffocate teams so they give us the ball back.
Yeah.
We just sit back. There's none of that. None of that. You wouldn't say any of those are the fittest teams in the league for the way that we played tonight, or all season, in fact.
Do you know, also, just looking back, his managerial career in Europe, Antonio Conte, is not great. It really is quite surprising how poor it is for a manager of his calibre. He's not renowned or known for going deep and deep into European. I think he's ever won a cup in European.
Is he a brilliant coach?
Yes.
Is he?
Yes.
Or has he had brilliant teams?
Well, yeah, but you need both, don't you? You need good players. And he turned Chelsea around from the season before, and even halfway through that season, we were an unbelievable run. But like I said, he had Hazard, mate. Hazard is a special player. He's a match winner. He can be the difference between a point or 3 points. And he had him up top. And Hazard was absolutely on fire in the time that he was there. On fire.
All right. Dan, I really appreciate your call. Enjoy that journey back. Let's go to George, who's a Spurs fan. Right, George?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, got you, George. Again, another first-time caller. They're all phoning up tonight. Spurs fans, they've had enough.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, to be honest, it was very frustrating. We really needed just one goal. That's all we needed. But that didn't happen, obviously. One thing I will say is, Conte has got to go. He's lost the plot. I mean, why would you bring on Sanchez? I mean, I would rather play Dyer, Eric Dyer. And to be honest, Daniel Levy as well. He's killing the club. He's definitely killing the club.
We say he's killing the club, right? Like you say that, right? He's not in charge of that performance. I get it. Like the recruitment again hasn't been good enough. Again, yes, we need to invest, but there are players on that football pitch that need to be held accountable as well. As much as there are issues with Daniel Levy, when it comes to the game on the night, and your team puts out a performance like that, Daniel Levy can't really do anything about that.
That tonight is not Levy's fault.
That's
right?
not,
That tonight. But if you want to historically look back over Spurs, someone made the point, he's been there over 20 years. Is it one trophy in that time?
Yes.
That's on his watch. So that return is nowhere near good enough for the size of Spurs as a football club. Yeah. Nowhere near good enough.
Yeah, but his thing is as well is, if Poch does come back, he needs to be backed. He needs to be backed.
Well, since Poch left, the irony is, one of the reasons that Poch, it fell out with Lee the first time was that actually they didn't back him. But subsequently, managers that have come in, Jose was given deep pockets.
Yeah.
As far as Antonio, I just wonder now whether he
I think a lot of the times when Poch didn't get backed, Jace, was we were building that stadium. You remember when Arsenal built the Emirates? They didn't spend money. They didn't have the money to spend because you're building a stadium.
It was a self-imposed transfer ban.
Yes.
Remember that? You didn't buy any players one year.
Yeah, because he didn't have the money because you're building a stadium.
So he was a victim of circumstance then? Is that what you're saying?
I think he was a victim of circumstances. Yes, it was brilliant, that we had this new training ground being built. Right. We had the new stadium being built. He took the club into that new stadium. But then after that, there was no money. But now there is money. And they need to put their hand in their pocket, bring Pochettino back, and back him with players that he needs. And that's why I think you should do it now, George. Get him in now so we can see what he's got.
Yeah, but if he is, it's just...
He'll go back and say, hold on a minute, Ben Davies and Eric Dyer are still here. I've not been here. I've not been here for 4 years. How are they still here?
And Lloris.
He's going to look around the dressing room and go, what's changed?
Where's Alderweireld? Where's Danny Rose?
Danny Rose. It's Cole Norton here.
No, listen.
Is O'Hara back? Where's O'Hara?
With Levy, if he cared about the club, he would have left. But he doesn't care. All he cares about is money. With these concerts, boxing events, what was it? With this F1 thing underneath the stadium, what's next? Is it going to be an airport?
If it brings money in, you've got to think of genius ways.
But you know what?
Bringing money into the club.
You can't fault him, George, for building a stadium that can host boxing events and concerts and F1. I mean, you have to say that's genius. You can't fault him for that. But in terms of the actual club in general, on the football side of things, needs to be better. But I bet there's a lot of owners out there and gone, I tell you what, Daniel Levy, as a businessman, you can't knock him for that. What you can knock him for is how he's run the football.
I'm just watching that first challenge from Romero again up there, Jay. It's such a bad challenge, that. Isn't it? He's gone thundering in.
I don't know what he's doing.
And he got booked as well. He's an 3 bookings the first 20 minutes.
He's an absolute liability. George, really appreciate your call. Let's go to Dom.
Can I just say
go on. Yeah, go on, George. Go on.
Right. With Harry Kane, right, I really feel sorry for him. If he left, I don't blame him if he left because, he deserves to win a trophy. And to be honest, it's like, with Harry Kane, the man he is has been at Tottenham. And it's obviously frustrating for him because it's like, I heard rumours actually with Harry Kane down to Man United and stuff like that.
Yeah. Who told you that?
Well, it was on the media. I heard about
talkSPORT.com, was it?
talkSPORT breaking news.
I would rather him go to Man City.
Yeah, but he's not going to go to Man City, is he? They've got Haaland. He's not going to go there.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's going to go there.
For me, look, George, I really appreciate your goal. I think Harry Kane will probably be looking at the end of the season. He's got a year left on his deal. Regardless if Pochettino's in or not, I think he's going to want out. He must have had enough of this. Talking about world-class centre-forward here, and he ain't won a trophy.
No.
I've won more trophies than him.
Yeah, no, it's criminal that a player of his quality, mate, has not got anything to show for it. Look, on the individual accolades, one of the very best. And he will probably go down, if he stays in England, as the greatest goal scorer the Premier League has seen.
Yeah.
There's enough time. He's still got time.
With no trophies.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.